share with you that which I understand and that to which all the universe is dedicated to, and that being of God, infinite intelligence, the creative force and the source of all light, wisdom, and understanding. This is my prayer here this morning, and the dedication of this service is to God. As I am here, I would say to you this morning that life is so frail sometimes, maybe perhaps on the other hand so confusing and troubling. There might be beauty, there might be kindness and understanding. And truly each one of you have experienced this perhaps within the past week alone. For life itself has its ups and its downs. And sometimes you may feel as if perhaps you go around and around not accomplishing anything. As spiritual people seeking that of light and wisdom and understanding. And last week as I spoke with you, talking to you on that of healing and health, it is the mind itself which is the source. It is the mind itself that is not only the source, but that which links you to that of God or infinite intelligence. As I have indicated to you in the past, from the philosophy of that of Andrew Jackson Davis, who stated, "Behold, this is my magic staff. Under all circumstances, keep it even mind. Walk with it, talk with it, lean on it, and believe in it forever." That axiom within itself is something that medical science at this point in time is beginning to finally realize, is the fact that the mind is the source for all the disease, is the source for which not only is the cause, the creator, but those who are daring and willing to work with other means other than with the drugs, the surgery, are now beginning to realize that in order to heal their patient, the mind itself must be healed first. And this is indeed true. For that axiom which I gave to you was given to Andrew Jackson Davis by Galen, the Greek philosopher physician. And when this staff was given to Andrew Jackson Davis, it was visualized, or in a vision, as to say, in which all the illnesses of the world was inscribed upon it. And that was the cure for it, was the mind itself. You are individuals with varying personalities, individualities. You have your own idiosyncrasies. And each one of you, even though you are quite different, have but one mind. That one mind being that consciousness that lies within each one of you. At times, perhaps, it's like a quiet voice that talks to you. At times, it eggs you on and haunts you and taunts you. Well, should I do this or should I not do this? And yet, within your own self, there is a pain, there is a feeling. You know what is right and what is wrong. This mind, this consciousness, is that Spirit of God that is found within each and every one. You are not separated from, nor were you ever apart from God. When you were born into this world through this physical body through which you temporarily reside, you were created in beauty. You were created in perfection. You were created as hope. The only fault that man has ever experience is a fall in consciousness or a falling away from that which is true, from that which exists as God. This falling of consciousness is a very easy thing to do because you exist within a mature world. Your own senses is that through which you behold, that exists. You base all your knowledge, all of your understanding upon this, and you acclaim it to be that of what is referred to as reality. This reality. You say that if you can see it, if you can touch it, if you can feel it, if you can experience it, it exists as being real. It is the only sure thing. But even within this, there is deception. Because without the understanding of that of God that is transpiring, that is interacting, that is moving throughout all forms of expression of life that is known to you, and also with the reality that there are other dimensions of life itself that exist beyond this of the physical senses. And if you acclaim to that which is the material world, eat, drink, and be merry, for there is no tomorrow. It's indeed quite foolish. That mind that I keep talking about, that I keep reaching out into your own thinking, into your own consciousness to make you aware of, this mind, this Spirit of God. All of these terms are synonymous as you speak. The mind, the soul, the spirit. All of these things is that consciousness or that link to God. There are certain religions and thoughts that God exists in some far-off realm. This realm being referred to as that of heaven. And may I at this point in time interject to you the thought of what heaven truly is. Heaven is that state of mind, being at one with God, infinite intelligence, the universe as a whole. That you are not as separate from the church, that you are a part of His universe, His infinite intelligence. You are a child of God. You are created in His likeness, that even Jesus the Christ ascribed to and taught. He said that ye are all sons of God. And this is indeed true. And hell itself is not the damnation of the soul or the curse placed upon an individual. Hell is that unhappiness of the soul, that heaviness of the heart. That is what hell is, again, state of mind. And yet, if we look at this even from another standpoint, realizing that each one of you are vibrations that are existed upon different levels of consciousness, around you this vibrational field, as to say, which is referred to as the aura. And those who are sensitive enough to see this aura can tell you various things. But this is only an indication of the vibrations. And the point that I wish to make at this time is the fact that if your vibrations are positive, are high, you have less of a resistance And I can prove this to you, because each one of you have experienced this. How many times have you been happy to the point where you said, my feet never even touched the ground today. It seemed like everything I did, I just flew through it. And then there's other days when things were not so well. In today's vernacular, you would say, today was quite a drag, that is to say. Everything I had to do today, it seemed as if it was a total effort on my part to complete this or to do this. This mind affects the world around you. This mind is a part of you. You may say that this physical body is you, but this is not the whole truth. This physical body is nothing more than a vehicle through which you manifest at this present moment upon that dimension of life which is referred to as the material world. You have another composite to you, that of which I am talking about this morning, the mind. The mind being that part of your consciousness and that part of your being which is the creative force or the God mind. And of course there is that which is the true you, the true body, and that is the spiritual body. The emanations